Hi there, this is Fadi Hemzi. It's 4:40 p.m. on Wednesday, 6th of December, 2023. Um, one of these Wednesdays, as we get close to New Year, we're not going to have a session. Okay, I think 27th probably. Yeah, between Christmas and New Year, we're not going to have a session. Okay, but I'll adjust the calendar accordingly at GoToMeeting, and that will post it for you. In terms of housekeeping and stuff, I really don't have much. I'm happy to report to you that we have filed for Tiger Shark Fund One, and we're very busy with TradeStation trying to get the paperwork finished. And there are multiple contracts involved, and mainly because it's a large amount, and so they gave me 5 times what I asked. I wasn't asking for that, but that's 7 months of due diligence, and I said take your time. Well, take your time. I don't have to sell it. If a product has to be sold, there's something wrong with it. The product should sell itself. I said, here's the Zoom. Go there, take a look. Here's how you read the chart. Watch it. Yeah. So at the end, when did not get a response, I said, guys, I thought you guys were players, and that's what the fireworks said. No, 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 no. Don't do this. Don't talk to anybody else. I said, I gotta see the money. Where is your money? Remember, um, who was his name? Tony Montana. Okay, in Scarface. You gotta show your money. So they put it in a Chase Manhattan Bank. We looked at it. I said, fine. Now let's get the paperwork, and then we transfer it to T-bills. And yeah, at 5%, you won't even in T-bills. And so then we get, I think, 95% of it as marginable. So I mean, we're earning the 5%. They don't give you 100%. I understand, but that's our game plan. Basically everything in 91-day T-bills. Obviously, if we have a big drawdown, that will cause a problem. We have to sell maybe at a slight discount because of 91 days. If you have a longer dated debt instrument, obviously discount will be bigger. But 91 days, you're going to get face value. So, yeah, that's good. Anyhow, so we had to change a few things in the contract, and we have, and it's being reviewed, and we're waiting that to be done. But first, we got to proceed with the bank account and the what's called entity app. The entity app has started the TradeStation, so fairly busy with that. But just every once in a while, I gotta get into the weeds with it. So we're good. 4.96 is the next version of Orb. We have added an extra exit. It's to save the money we have made. Remember, at the end of the day, it's not the money you made; it's the money you kept. And we actually have had a couple of days. We've looked at it that the setup was good. Looks like it's good, but I got to spend a little bit of time. I haven't been at full capacity because of oxygen level. I mean, today I got up, I was 94. I was hitting 91 on the Monday. That's very bad. So, but as grandma would say, this shall pass too. Oh, I found another place of all things. The gal who runs Circle C Farms, I gave her some help on market timing. She and her husband have some excess cash, and they want to spend it, and we helped them with the SPY, but not as an option, as a cash position. Long only. We just time their entries. That's all. She called today and says, "Hey, I have some duck eggs for you. Would you need some?" I said, "Yeah." So once I'm wrapped up here, I'm going to go and pick them up for Chico. Not going to sit at the table. It's ridiculous. Anyhow. And you know what? Worst thing you can do to argue with an idiot. Absolutely. Don't have time for that. I'm sorry. Call me a fascist, whatever you want. I just don't have time to argue with idiots because of my pedigree, because of what I accomplished, because of people I work with at Northrop, at Echo, and now here with you guys. Cannot handle people who are idiots. My blood comes to boil. So, what else? We are running version 72 now. Let me show that here. What I mean by that, this is 72 is running now officially. It was released about 2 weeks ago. We just put a couple of machines on it, not all of it, not the critical machines. The what do you call it? Like a Zoom broadcast. Okay, that's no burden. It doesn't matter what version you're using. It's a browser. But we want to first make sure the software itself was doing fine. We've had a couple of also inputs from not inputs updates from what is it, Microsoft. Please make sure your machines are up to date, and also do a disk cleanup. This is a disk cleanup from Microsoft. Never touch your disk with any other software. Just use Microsoft. And you do this to take care of all the temp files and all that. Reboot your machine, and then you update the TradeStation. So, but we're going to recompile all of our indicators, send it out as 72, as we always do. A little bit extra time, but we want to make sure that it's executed under current version. All right. 9.6, probably 10 days from now. We are looking at it, but we need at least that. That's going to be what 6 trading days. Yeah, at least that, maybe more, maybe another week. We'll see. But it will be definitely for January. It may make it to be used before that. Now, very good news I have is that we got the Orb data. Orb has been trading. It's been making money, but we couldn't report it. Why? I don't have access to the account. It can't be my account. It's a conflict of interest. So the system is being run at Fox. What do you call it? Which is IB in Chicago, and the data we had had a gap in there because the guy who was keeping it up, tradewithfox.com. There we go, and there's a contact point if you guys want to participate. Now we're sorry, it was really bothering me. Marshall Fried, one of my best friends from years ago, and we actually did a couple of indicators together. His idea and my coding, and he had data until early August and then stopped. And he's been in a very, very large lawsuit as a plaintiff, not a defendant, in San Diego, and he lives in Marina del Rey and Malibu. So he's been just like he's like a refugee. He's got a refugee status. Yeah. So I give him a hard time. Yeah. But anyhow, he just kept apologizing. Faye, I'll do it next week. I said, Marshall, if you were at Northrop, I would have fired you by now. Okay? Yeah, you gotta understand. Just give me paperwork. I'll take care of it. Me and Nancy sat in. The moment we sent us a PDF that day of each month, and then the part of December, we put it in a matter of 2 hours. Boom, done. And we have sent it out. We've been keeping this up. You can see here, and then I've made arrangements with Fox where every day they send us the results. So certified results from TradeStation actually executed across number of people we have. So it's average in, average out. So it's a true value of the process. And you can see the ROI went up. Why? We had a good month in October. We had this kind of a good month in September, but none of it was used in the calculation. And so when we send it out, you want to look at this area. Okay, you can see where we are. Not too shabby. Now, that's not 1 year. It's a little bit more than 1 year. But still, it's very respectable. Listen, last year this time, this was around 800%. Why? Volatility was high. Yeah. If the volatility goes up, this thing even produces more. Why? We need volatility to make money. It's intraday trade. So it's a very clever system. OIB is not our idea. Opening range balance, as a matter of fact, Tristan has a copy. And they show you, very simple, very simple. Yeah. Ours, I don't know what theirs is. Ours is, let me open it up quickly. Let's look at theirs, not ours. We're not going to open ours. Ours is 9,000 lines. Let's go and see. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, Jesus. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Let's go here and see what their system ORB system is. Okay, I have no problem showing it to you. You can see ours is recompiled for December went out. Okay. Yeah, and 9.6 is not being tested yet. And that's not a machine. We have silos because of security reasons. We keep these at different levels, and they do not. The other machines are not connected to internet. Only they get data from TraceStation. Yeah, they don't do anything. We don't even browse with those machines. Too scared of somebody could come in. Why? Because they have. I've been hacked several times. Yeah. In Chicago, in LA, nothing in Florida yet. But we've learned and become a little bit smarter. Okay, let's see. There is got to be ORB here, huh? Oh, opening range. I saw it before. Single bar, no. Huh? No. Hold on. Let me do it this way. This is our ORB, not those. Hold on. Opening range. There we go. Opening range breakout. It's long and short. Okay, let's see how many lines that is. Kid stuff. Yeah. 175 lines. Ours is 9,000. Yeah. So now, Market Watch did a study and said the best reliable intraday system is ORB, generic. And they picked the one they could have access to. They never contact me, even though a couple of guys know me over there because of PMT. So I would have given them a rough idea, but I would also send them this. And that's was reported. This article, I think, was in February of last year, and they were happy at 48% per annum. So it's 4% a month. At that time, we were around 400%. Remember, we cannot forecast texture, which is order flow. Nobody can tell you that. So even if you do a right market timing, it could collapse when it comes to the intraday activity because it's very technically driven. B is very news sensitive. Okay, so because it's futures, it's a violent reaction to an unknown. So, but that's okay. But anyhow, we're good. Let me put. I'll just say that we're good. But that's my standards. You know, I was raised by a very strict father. I was a fighter pilot. So if you didn't cut it, you're out. And he told me one day, I was in second grade. I was 7 years old. He says, if you get a B, don't come home. This is not your house if you get a B. I really thought he was going to do that. I was so scared. I never got a B again. That's simple. Oh, well. All right, let's get started here. So, by the way, the URL is posted on Twitter. If you follow us on Twitter, this URL is posted, and you get an automatic audit. You do not get any editing rights. Okay, so obviously we cannot open it to editing. Nancy and I have access to that, Marshall. That's it. All we're doing is make sure once this data is in, which is the PNL of the day and the associated margin for the day, the rest of these columns are computed. And then it shoots back into this box, and so it stays always technically ready to go, always. And it counts how many days it's traded, all that stuff. I just built it a couple of years ago when we're getting started. So that's good news. You guys are going to be getting it. We're going to be posting it for you and so forth. So, hold on. Okay. She's gone. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'll get to it. Anyhow. Yeah. All right. Let's get started with econ data. Hey, Mohsen, how are you? Anybody else here? Just came in. No. I miss. Oh, hi, Irvin. How are you, sir? Okay. As you know, we got stopped out. We were premature, and you have to have money management stuff there. There's no guarantee a trade is gonna look like a winner and is gonna be turn out as a winner. It's a no and no. I don't worry about how it looks. I look at its potential, and we were wrong. But that's not new. We've been wrong before. The issue is it's not how you fall from place you are. We have just dropped a little bit, but as you see in the past, this is since 2014. This is from like November 2014. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna have ups and downs. That's how the market is. So this will be updated. We haven't updated yet. Now we haven't closed it yet either. We just had one bad upset trade. We will, as we mentioned in the email, we're gonna try again with the same signal, because I think same conditions as I'm going to show you to you now exist. Now today's the third day in a row that we had losses on the indices, and we are very very overbought. That's as simple as that, which means that we're running out of buyers. So market, I'm saying the auction market teaches us that there's a procedure called price discovery. If you can't go one way, it's going to go the other way to try find the acceptance. Okay. Thanks to FT71, he mentored me on the volume profile. I don't think there's anybody better than FT71 on market profile. He really, really gets it. Yeah. As a matter of fact, we used to have the software for it. The Real Time RT? No, I forgot what was the name of the company. But it was out of Atlanta, and it was done first on Apple. They wanted to get CI from me. I said no. And he says, "Come on, pal." I said, "No means no. Why want to give CI away? No, we don't do that. We only lease it in encrypted mode. I have to give it to him in the actual code so he can program it. I don't know how to program in their language. Yeah. Nor do I have the time. Yeah. So no, we didn't do that. But he helped me maintain it remotely from Chicago. He would dial in here, make sure the servers were running fine for that. So great man. Yeah, and this is doing good. I think the brokerage finally getting some traction, which is good. I told him day one. I said, "You're in a very, very tough business, highly competitive. There's nothing left in terms of value in commissions. Those days when brokers made a lot of money is long gone, and you're gonna have a lot of fixed expenses. They're built in. The systems and the procedures you have to have in place to comply with all the rules and regulations and operating the day-to-day operations. And he loves to teach it. You'll see all these in the mornings is quick classes view what to expect. Yeah. But just like Orb or anything else, they're gonna give you their best guess. That's it. Nobody knows for sure. Nobody. Anybody who sounds like they do, don't run. I mean, don't walk. Run. Yeah, nobody knows. The younger they are, the more they sound that way. As we get older, we get tempered with what's plausible, what's doable, what's probable in the market. So we will temper our words, our cautions to you, not because we don't want to share it with you. It's just that nobody knows. It's a hypothesis that we're testing. Basically, each trade is. So, anyhow, okay, all right. So let's go to the first. Oh, econ calendar. I'm discombobulated. What else is new, right? Okay, Wednesday, today. ADP came in and the numbers are down. Yeah, look at that. It missed again. And the last one was written down from 113 to 106. Consensus 123, we covered at 103. Yeah. Now remember, the value is this, the revisions, because then now you can count on that number. And that says what do you call it? The soft landing is coming. Why do you think bonds have sold like this? Why do you think futures are selling like this? Why do you think I'm still holding short with time and digest? One of you guys wrote to me saying, do I get out and go short? I mean, go long? I said, I didn't say that. He goes, yes, I think you did that. I said, listen, sailor, this is a command structure. You want me to have Tico call you in and talk to you? We tell you what to do. You need to follow that. Or you're welcome to trade your own. So don't come to us. So don't complain with me. No, you can keep the service, but you can't come back and say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. We had a person like that. He owned a little hill in Malibu I kicked him out. I just said, you know your trades, do it. Why do you need me? If you're here, you're going to do my trades, not yours. Well, I like to improve yours. I said, when is that going to happen? You going to improve over what I've done? Please. You know, and he has a history of losses. I mean, major losses. How do I know that? The wife told me. Yeah. And the money's hers, by the way, not his. Oh well, it's a problem. I resolved it. I said no more, no mas, as we say, no more. Remember, my Spanish language has some limited vocabulary. I know 4 words: Patron, margarita, and no mas to end the skew. Yeah, of drinking. Yeah. What else do we have? Let's go back here, guys. I'm a little bit tired. Not enough oxygen in your system. It makes you very tired fast. What was the trade? International trade. Mm-hmm. Folks, I haven't seen that. The only thing that was reported to me was ADP, thanks to Nancy Airbus in the chat room. I don't go through these during the day unless there's something a problem. Yeah, it's highlighted, and I dig in. But Peter Cook, Nancy Scott, and Cash Mochber, they're the front line. They're the one who block for me. So we have to have a filtration system to work. And now we're working a little bit busier on the fund. We've always had small clients there. I'm not saying small. That's the wrong word. With the language, I'm saying with the project we had adequate funds, adequate members, but nothing compared to this is fabulous. So I'm basically not pushing that, or I've told people over there I'm going to slowly unwind them. Why? Eases the pain. One of them got upset with me, but you can't do that. I said, excuse me, I can't do what? Excuse me, coming in, I can't do what? Listen, look at the contract. I can give you a 7-day notice. Oh, but I have to give you 30 days. I said, that's what the contract is. Yes. Uh-huh. Maybe you should go back and read it again. Why didn't you read it carefully? Of course, I have to have edge. I'm the house. I'm the house. I have to protect what we do. So, for the benefit of all, not benefit of one person. So if you're selfish, I'm gonna write you off instantly. I was raised not to be selfish. I want people with some IQ who can understand it and act accordingly. So that's where I am there. Okay, let's go back. What else are we doing on the econ calendar? I'm digressing. I apologize. I didn't look at the oil reports. I usually don't, but I better. As you know, we have also converted in the preliminary stages now. It's going to take time. None of this is easy. Tiger Shark to handle also crude and US. This is not a subscription product. It's a money management. That means I get a piece of the profits. And the minimums are high. Minimum is 5 mil. So, but I don't want to put 5 mil on NQ. There's no liquidity. We actually have to write a liquidity analyzer that in real time tells us how much the market can absorb, because you could throw your money away. Yeah. And the other thing is that if you go too much, you also have what do you call it? Fighting requirements. Yeah. I forgot what the level is. We won't get there. I have no interest of having my heart pound out of my chest. No, not into that. Have you seen the guys who are in charge of Goldman on for S&P desk? These guys look like 500 years old. That's stress. Yeah. With money of Goldman. Yes. Goldman Sachs. Okay. EIA. I don't know what this means. I gotta learn. I got a guy here who's pretty good. He used to work. He was used to trade on NYMEX on the floor for himself. Did very, very well, and he cleared through MBF. Yeah. Okay. So oil inventories went down heavy, and then gasoline went up. The stock, what's available, what's on hand, and then and this lid is down too. Interesting. Okay. He's in our chat room, and we have to get together. Yeah. I'm gonna give access for a couple of days to see through a Zoom the Tiger Shark for crude and give me some feedback. You can't invent everything yourself. There's no time anymore. You gotta learn from the experience of others and have them be your mentor. And be polite, be timely. That's a fabulous resource. Also, if you guys remember George Cavaligas, he used to run our bond desk, our bond operations, bond trading. He's engaged. He's doing that for me with US. US is a symbol for 30 years. All right, I don't see anything else here other than Friday. This is what we're looking for. This is the big number. Now, it's not first Friday of the month because of, I believe, Thanksgiving. So I guess they really extended the concept of seasonally adjusted. Last was 150. 180 is estimate now, the consensus, and kind of middle of the range. I also like to look at the average work week. This hardly moves, but if it does, there's a signal. Participation rate is awful. This is just awful. I'm hoping more people come in. Joel's numbers were big. Yeah, Joel's hasn't gone away. We have over 9 million jobs. Recs to be filled. Joel's was here. There we go. This is Joel's. Yeah, 8.7. So it's getting better. It's dropping a little bit. Also, I understand trucking companies have laid off some drivers. We are slowing down. Yeah, I posted on Twitter. Those are the first guys to go because, and first guys to come back because the manufacturers need to restock their inventories. Well, if you have too much, why do you need to restock? So let's skip a couple of weeks or a couple of months, whatever that is. And then the trucking company feels that and got to lay off some people. That's they have on the standby, but they're not using them. So I think some sort of a soft landing is coming. I do believe, though, this is what I have a problem with in my head. Okay, the data says the Fed may raise interest rate again. The data doesn't suggest that their cycle is done. I know everybody says they're done. Yeah. So my smartest friends are saying that too. We'll see. Data doesn't say that. One area, GDP, 5%, 5.2% GDP for the summer. That's a lot. The economy is a lot better than you think. You see more in that, and that's where I think if Fed doesn't does not raise the front end, what's called FF, Fed Fund Futures. If it doesn't mess with that and leave it as is, which is this rate, this is the 91 day. This is 91 day discount. Is at 5.243. You have to divide this by 10 to get the actual yield to maturities. Okay. Now, they're probably not going to lower it for a while. I mean, I don't expect Fed to touch the rates until right before election or right after the election. Yeah, something in that area. The end. This is doing the work. These are the bond vigilantes. By keeping the rates up on the front end, not raising them but not lowering them either, you're working off the excesses. You see what happening with housing prices. Yeah. So now, I'm not saying that would impact as bad in Naples, because Naples is a weird market. It's got too much money chasing few deals. It's okay. So I think what we should expect is the very, very high demand areas. Let's select Georgetown. Why? Well, lobbyists. Well, who else can afford those prices on M Street and so forth? So I think those will stay as is, or drop a little bit. But you could see Case Shiller all what do you call it? Business hit. We'll see. And in comparison also, by the way, there's no solution yet. Is that the affordability? The affordability index is too high, so very, very few people are qualifying. And what built U.S. housing was the high college grads who married their sweetheart, and for 6 months they were in a two-bedroom, and then one day she says, "Honey, we have a third one now, I think." Okay, so then you go and they buy new, and back then we had better loans for that. But because some bad apples in the loaning system, we came in with Dodd-Frank, and now things are tough. And so that has slowed the rate of new buyers coming in to the real estate market, and that makes it difficult. Also, taxes are very high. If you sell to go, you just got yourself in a new tax bracket. I mean, no, for real estate, yeah, in terms of absolute dollars. A good example is down here. Okay, down here is, there's some good properties that people are willing to pay, but look at the alternative, because remember, there's a utility function in housing, which is a roof over your head, or your family, all that. How do you replace that? Maybe you could do dollar for dollar, but not your taxes. Yeah, I mean, taxes are high, so because we have no income tax, so the housing takes that absorption. All right, so in these markets, renting is still better. Look at the analysis, and I'm vindicated. Now, I kept on saying that, guys. You realize if you do the math, intuitively, I can explain it to you, or better yet, you do it yourself. You'll see it's rent or buy, and rent will win, and now data supports that. So, yeah, the housing is expensive. All right. Anything else we need to worry about on the calendar? By the way, again, as of next year, I get my own calendar from Econoday that I won't be able to show it to you like this, but I can snapshot it maybe of a couple of weeks forward, so we can see key dates as we go forward. Now, I would also pay attention to consumer sentiment. That's important, always is, especially retail. Retail operations always rely on consumer sentiment. It's crucial for them to gauge their level of activity with the data. Now, I say this because of one of my ex-girlfriends. She ran California Pizza Kitchen, and she was employee number one after the two founders. And she was hooked to this. I mean, I had to call the number in. I said, "You're nuts. I'm busy." She goes, please, I don't know how to get these. I said, "Yes, you do. You're just being lazy. Or you want to talk to Fatty June." She used to call me Fatty June. Yeah, you want to talk to Fatty June. So, and at 10 o'clock in the morning, it would be 7 in LA. I got better things to do than talk to you right now. Don't take it personal. But, I'm selfish at times. If you want to excel in your life, you got to be a little bit selfish. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Let's go to charts. Now, by the way, don't forget, guys, I need a little help. Admiral Tico needs a little bit help. I promised him a better Hanukkah gift. That's 2 days from now. If he gets to 2000, he's about 1940. He's only short about 60. There we go, I think. So please, if you're not following him, you should. And I was asking why his numbers are exploding. She has 1937. Don't forget, 2 weeks ago was 1600. So I asked, what is happening with him? Why is this like this? Why is his numbers are growing so fast? And they said it's the charts, stupid. So, okay, he's posting charts. That's what you should be following. Of course, he's a foodie, and he loves Le Bernardin in New York. So it's one of the greatest seafood places in the world. And so you can see he follows Lippert over there. And we post some charts. We do some small analysis to keep you as part of PMT, guys. Let's open. Why? I get a better feedback. I have a bigger sample size. So, okay. So please follow him if you're not. Thanks. Yeah, I know he's counting on his Hanukkah gift. So, oh well. Is there anything else I need to talk about? No. Let's go to charts. Well. Finally, we're going to burst mode. That means it's flat. Burst mode, you got series of days that you're basically going nowhere fast. The burst could be up or down. Burst is not always up. And now today we're getting an outside bar because it's got that dot on it. So we talked about what? Diversion. Constantly we talked about bearish diversion. That's happening. So we're gonna put another trade on probably tomorrow. Watch your it's the signal to TradeStation. I mean, the timer digest is still gonna be short from the same level, but it's gonna be a new trade would be 378. So for you guys or people who trade for you, because they have to keep up with a client like PTI Securities in New York, I'm saying Chicago, we have to give them unique trade number, so there's no confusion there. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow, most likely. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I needed a day like this to get started, so to at least pre-approve the hypothesis. All right, divergence galore, just boom across the board. CI diffs are near zero or a little below it. CI diffs. That shows the difference between the two lines. The actual CI and the smoothed CI. You take that differential, you plot it. Make it into histogram, that's what you get down here. That tells me we're going to go down. There's a diversion there. High of this period, you see where that was? We went much higher. What happened to the CI diff? Lower. That's not good. It'll work itself out. But I'm just not going to jump in and be a body bag there. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. Now, this is the EW, equally weighted. These are the symbols. Precision has them. If you're on a different system, you have to ask them, like let's say Fidelity or whatever. You got to ask them what the symbol is. As you can see here, we are way up there. It was about 25. Well, we're not too bad, but we're up there. It looks higher, but it's not. It's 23.73. This is I think this is number. So we're about 24. That's up there, guys. And if we turn around and go south from here, it'll be some pain for some people, especially who are still somewhat long and they're not on the short side yet. So I told him, whoever's your timing guy, either listen to him or fire him. He laughed. Okay. Not trying to be cocky. Believe me, market will politely educate all of us fast. No, but I'm just shooting the breeze here. Okay. Equal weighted, less number of indicators, but we want to see what the internals are getting from these moves. And same thing with NDX. Volume, don't forget volume here. As you know, we look at it different ways. We don't have a trigger here yet, but it's not bullish. That I can tell you, it's not bullish. So how do I know that? Just other behaviors. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. We'll just go there for a second. But right, there we go. Okay. Let's look at canary in the coal mine charts. Why? Because the extra warning this gives us. That's the chart pattern for transportation and the Russell. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So we did rally up fast and it's coming back down. We hit 2 sigma. That's pretty good for an index. To get 2 sigma up and negative 3 sigma bottom, that's pretty good. And it pulled back from 2 sigma. Same thing in like fashion, as they say, Russell is doing. Again, but there's a high correlation between transportation and SPX. there's a high correlation between NDX and Qs. Okay, we talked about volatilities. We don't see uptick because it's flatlined right now. It looks, it's going back to where it came from, finding buy and sells and hang around there. Or mom and dad, for a friend of mine who she keeps on moving, doing different things, is Nashville. So when everything is bad, run to mommy and daddy at Nashville. Hey, she needs to grow up a little bit. Yeah, she's got a teenager daughter. Oh well. Okay, we talked about the rates. As you know, these are monthly. Okay, monthly SPRs, support, pivot, and resistance. Okay, and nothing fancy. We just wrote the code, but we also made it calendar wise, smart. Yeah, so that it knows, for example, not to count, not to trigger, I should say, based on volume day before Christmas Eve. I mean, on the Christmas Eve, day before Christmas. It knows that. It knows how to deal with that. So, because we were challenged at the beginning, I had to come up with a scheme that would be self-maintained, and we did with it. So. But we have other stuff there too. So we'll probably have I may just put it on a fresh thumb drive and put it in at my safe. Or push somewhere, give it to a friend and say, hold on to it. All right, DT. This is the trender. Yeah. The detrender, by definition, is the difference between the signal and the smoothing bar. Okay. And of course, he was late for that meeting, and we're going to reschedule it. But this is what it is. So, okay, here's the trender. We have an outside bar here. It's turning sharply down, but it has to achieve certain goals. One of which is this gap. It's gonna go fill that gap. So I don't see us go past 44.12. Again, plus or minus a couple of things. I don't see us go past that. This market will react. Okay, so the trender is differential between price and the asset in mind for that window, that time frame. So what I see here, let's do a count. +1, +2, +3, +4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8-0. Wow, that's great. Yeah. Okay, so again, that's not a topic. But all of them are on, that's not a topic signal. Yeah. Invariably, it'll come down. I can't tell you what's going to cause it. As I would say to a number of hosts at CNBC, I said, you go and research that. You are the journalist, not me. I am just looking at trading data for options. That tells me where the pressures are. But I don't know what's causing it. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know when you're going to have your life back. That's simple. And so that's what you got to do. All right. So this is 8 out of 8. 8 and 8-0. Okay. SP1 Momo. We're still short on the weekly, which usually doesn't go that far. Yeah, it usually catches up itself. That's the beauty of what do you call it, trade following systems. You don't have to pick up the what do you call it, the instantaneous acceleration, off the chart. You can do it mathematically to see what that is. Yeah. So anyhow, the weekly we're long. I'm sorry, we're short. We remain long from here, from this point on a proactive market timing, and we are at 2 sigma. We're almost made to 3 sigma. I'm sorry, we're almost made it to 2 sigma there on the weekly. We touched it earlier now and after that we begin to build a flat line. So, is there anything else? There's nothing on the. There's nothing on the this area except you can see that rise there for the data we get from exchange, and after we're done with the data, we throw it away. But in terms of trading data, yeah, the machine data you just reset it. Get rid of a cal file, it does it for you. Doesn't need any intermission. Okay. Okay. Okay, we had 2 sigma here. No, I'm sorry, we had 1 sigma on SP1. We had 1 sigma. Momo is shooting down, having failed to find a comfortable arrangement above the trade station. I mean, the trade station above my bed where his bed resides. Yeah, I guess I have to play by his rules for a while. Yeah. All right, what's this? SQ? Yeah. Today data in. Okay, we went up a little bit. There we go. All right, we went up a little bit. 144, 145. Let's see. Remember the ranges issue. Okay, what's this today? That's the 6. That's the 6. Yeah. So went a little sideways. The data is proposed not to argue with dollar sign SPX stuff that CME had. Yeah, they file all these patents, whatever. Okay. TD. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit slow. Very tired. Okay. Same chart there, basically. Sigma channels or SPX. So chart line is exactly the same. But look what's happening with up and down volume. I mean, I'm sorry. No, I mean the other internals. There's up and down volume in there, but there's more internals in there that brings this in. And it scrambles obviously the code is scrambled. But when we talked about pounding the table and saying we got a wrong forecasting, this market is done going up. Wait until SP2 will provide you what's called terminal guidance. And you know, if you're in missile business, you know what I mean. It's the last 30 seconds, last minutes of the life of a missile. Because by then, otherwise, by the time it finds you, it's gone through the engine. There's nothing left of it anyway. But it did that. Look at it. We went past 50 basis, 50 center, and that's 45.80. This is the power of good indicators. Okay, what is this? Okay, these are 3 charts. Okay, this is ES, NQ, and no, that's not ES. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, and RTY. Russell. Okay. All over the place. Started pretty good, but it got dumped. I don't know what was the leverage there, what caused the drag down. I just haven't researched it yet today. Here's the buying point index, a sister algo of the one before that. This one. Hold on. Huh? Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay, got it. Okay, let's go to buying power index. Peter uses this. I just wrote the code. The way we exchanged. He gave me one thing, I gave him another. And open code. I give him open code. So you can take a look if he wants to moderate that. If we're getting unusual trade station. That's it. Yeah. All right. So what do we got here? Long on ES, no question. Look at his timing. One bar before these charts. Okay, long on ES, long on the EMD, which is mid caps. Long on. Oh, hold on. My water does not open. Tico. Okay, there we go. Oh, carbonated was incredible water and very clean from Norway. Okay, so we have long here, long there. We have long there for Russell, and for NQ, it went long here, went short yesterday, and went long today. Okay, so it was a whipsaw there. It happens. It's a trend following. It happens. So, anything else I have here for you guys? No. All right. So let's go to the other two charts, and then we'll do the stock check. I know that's why Mohsen is here. The moment we said we're going to do some charts, Mohsen shows up. Right? So it's okay. It's okay. Mohsen, you're a sujet too. Sujet in French means an interesting subject. Okay? So there's a lot of gossip for the sujet. And you're a sujet too. So now this is your gig, the 10 charts. You got it, man. You got it. As a matter of fact, what we did on the GoToWebinar, we built the charts, not the charts, I'm sorry. And you need to have a radar screen. You can't use it on a code screen. And it was free. They got it to you. I don't know what they did it this way, but it used to be like 200 a month. Now it's free. And back then it wasn't working. Now that's working, it's zero. How do you like that? Back then it wasn't working because Tracy had a lot of bugs back then. PlayStation 9 and 9.5, they were trouble. That's all I can call you. Trouble. So let's go to our charts here. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Yeah. Okay, this is a 200 day, right? No, this is a 50 hour. Okay. All right. So you could see what's going on here. We begin to pull back. That's another signal that we got to be there. We were obviously, and also it says we're premature. We were premature. Where's my mouse? Yep. Here. Okay. And now it's pulling back. So I think we're on track now. Same thing here. Look at the 200 day. Look at the 200 day. They just boom, pulled back. All right, let's go do our charts. I'm going to do, as usual, the NASDAQ 10. It's a top 10 of NASDAQ 100. Okay. So it's NDX-10. Not a symbol, that's how we call it. It's because each symbol, symbol is the software dependent, so it's based on what platform you're using. Where do I do that? Hold on. Okay. Okay, let's go to QQQ components. There we go. Invesco. Okay, here's our data. Right, so I'll take that and put it here, so I can read it back to you guys and go forward. First one is Apple. It's sorted by market cap every night. And so let's bring the chart up. Come on, don't be shy. There you go. Okay, Apple. Apple is fine. Apple is fine. Will it fall down? Probably. That's the history. If you're worried about that, you shouldn't be even flying. Yeah, it's just things happen. All right, Apple. What do we see here? I think we have some sideways action, maybe down for a while. Here's one of them. We hit 2 sigma pullback. That shows weakness right now. And let's go to the next one. Next one is Microsoft. The Apple is about 11% of the index. Microsoft is 10%, 0.35. Okay, Microsoft, yeah. I think Microsoft is beginning to pull back a little bit. You could see it right here. Here we go. This is the daily chart you could see. And a little minor gap is created there. So, great company, great products. They changed our world, and we're indebted to them. Yeah, I remember the guy who, no, that's different. That's Apple, not Microsoft. Forget it. Reset. Okay. How about next one? Amazon. Let me open my questions area. So if you guys posting there, I'm sure you have, and I appreciate all your help, guys. Don't get me wrong, and gals. Hold on. I get bring it out. Okay. And then I get open. Come on. Okay. Convertible. What was that? No, Mossad. This is not CIA. And actually, it's Navy. In Navy talk, you need to explain what you're saying. Otherwise, you're going to be off the boat quick. Let's see. Michael, okay. Sorry to hear this. Are you good? Okay, yes. Show me the money. Exactly. Yeah, talk is cheap. I knew the firm. They're big. They're huge. And they're trying, but they're very concentrated in one area. Guess what it is in LA? Commercial real estate. Yeah, those are report on them. Not on them, but just instead of that, today I forgot who was it on the trade station that was analyzing that. Maybe been a Fed watcher. I don't know. No, for Bernstein. It was from Bernstein. I think Bernstein Research. Yeah, it'll be a tumultuous event. I think we're gonna have a credit event coming up. It could start with the commercial real estate. Yeah, because the amount of the space there that has to be refiled. I mean, because you gotta bring a loan to pay off the existing loan, and because some of these are paying interest only, is defaulting. And now the problem is some of the buildings are empty in top areas like Miracle Mile in LA or Magnificent Mile in Chicago. They're empty. You could see. I mean, there's some residential, obviously, code issues or what do you call it? Multiple usage code. You could see one of my friends lived there on State and Madison. He says, Ferry, I can see through the buildings. There's nobody there. I said, we're post-pandemic. So these are coming due like a year and a half from now, and they're not going to qualify. It's going to be because of people are not coming back to work. They're not going to work. They'll work from home. So, okay. My gig is you have to be a convertible. Oh, I'm not convertible. Don't even try. Yeah. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I'm not convertible. No. I read too much. What do you call it? James Maxwell. Yeah. No, I'm not convertible. No. Some people need to be. Don't get me wrong. They need to be not because they need because of their setup. Yeah, but I'm not because I don't belong to any of it. Yeah. So I believe in myself. Self confidence is the issue. So yeah, I'm not convertible. No. Okay, so NVIDIA. All right. Now, as you recall, we had a huge run in NVIDIA in this period. And the fellow who told me about NVIDIA, should I take a look? What do you think, Farry? Was around here, and he didn't go in, and I did. I'm the schmuck. I went in because I like NVIDIA. And I thought it was near the lows. Yeah, it's playing it at the -2 sigma. And so lo and behold, boom, just the floor opens underneath me. And as son of a bitch that I am, I said, you know what? About here, we're gonna double down. All my training says you should sell the position out and you're done. Reload next week, next month, whatever, and go to fight again. This one I doubled down. I then took off. On the day I doubled down, I think I went down like I don't know $1, and that was it. Came back like a rocket. This area, we made 275% gross. Obviously, 100% is the money we put out, so we made two. I'm saying 375. Oh, Jesus, 375%. It was incredible, absolutely incredible rocket. 100% is the capital you put in. So we netted 275 in 2 months, month and a half. So that's the video for you. Obviously now it's pulled back a little bit. Is it more tame now? I don't know. Remember, now we're back testing 50 bar. We started that, I believe, Friday. So it's going to be interesting to watch how it reacts to different things going forward. All right. Meta. Sorry, guys. I've traded all day. That's sure enough. I lost a little bit of money, but I just couldn't. I mean, well, no. I lost more than a little bit. I guess that's relative. But I did not follow my own rules, which says don't trade on Wednesdays. If Orb is not trading on Wednesdays, you're not trading on Wednesdays. So, okay, Meta, Facebook. Yeah, this is a different animal. Possible double topping there on daily, or I'm saying on weekly. Yeah. Okay. I'm not fond of any of these. Very few. Microsoft I like, Amazon I like, but not Meta. And Nvidia, I took a stab at it, did good. I'm not sure I can keep stabbing Nvidia. So that's a separate issue. All right. So Avgo, which is that's Broadcom, right? Yeah. Broadcom done Inc. I think that where we are with pandemic, these guys are gonna benefit from it. Yeah, all these services, the remote services, are gonna benefit from it. So, and Avgo is one of them. Chart wise, look where we are on daily. We are near 250 bar. That cyan bar, I believe it is called, is saying that don't bet on me, go away. Why? Sub moves already started. Most likely to the downside. That's already started. You don't want to go in as your first day. Yeah. Okay, that's that. Let's see. Okay, 1 second. Put call ratio. Oh, really? No, forget it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Tesla. No, Google. Google is smaller than Avgo. Wow. What happened? As we say in Korean. What happened? Incredible. Okay, below 50 now. I think this is setting up to test the 200 day, right? And that could be what we call death cross, to the downside. When 50 above 200 day comes across, I think we're getting set up for that. Again, I don't go through the rigmarole of a stock only broker advisor of individual names. I look at the overall picture and bet also in a macro way, not individual names. So, all right, let's go to Tesla, our favorite company, right? Okay. By the way, there was a shooting in Las Vegas. I wonder if that had an impact with us. Where we just, after I picked up Tico, just in case I may have to go to a doctor for him to be with me, because he already knows something is wrong, so he will react. Um, but sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, this is a. Let's get back here, guys. Sorry. Um, Tesla has a big run up there intraday. Give it back. Why? Parabolic. Parabolic things do not. You cannot support it. The weight becomes too much. It's like F-22 Raptor. You're hanging on the thrust of the engines. And at some point I get into trouble. So this was too far, too fast. As far as its demise and this and that, I get all kinds of emails that come to me, unsolicited, but they're always full of themselves. They have all the answers. Yeah. Oh well. You know what? I'm not that smart. Adobe. ADBE. Yeah. Okay. We've gone up since last week. This thing is like a locomotive. It keeps on running. Yeah. I don't know what market cap is, but it's up there. Costco. And please, you can have a couple of names. I'll be more than happy, each of you, if need be, to answer them. But here's where we are on Costco. Going for a new high? Probably. What's this value? All time high. It's 612. Yeah, 612. Oh, I see. We didn't hit that. 612.27. We didn't go there. Look at the high today. Boom, 608. We are close. So one name that's it's going crazy. That's good. Okay. Last one of the top 10, I believe, is Pepsi. Pepsi. Are you sure? Is it as of tonight? Yes, as of tonight. Yeah. Close of business. Yeah. Right up here. Oh, you don't see it there. See, it tells you for Wednesday, December 6th. So that's the constituent components of Nasdaq 100. Pepsi. Okay. I wouldn't touch it right now. If you want to be short, you're a little bit late. If you want to buy, you're buying it from high level. Okay, so you got to make up your mind and say, I do understand. Write it down. I do understand the trade. I'm prepared for it mentally. Here's what I'm going to do, and then stick to it. Not afterward. No, not afterward. Because now you're going to filter everything, and you're always hunky dory. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, let's see. Do we have any names here? Oh, MCD. You mean Mickey D's? Mm-hmm. I can ask Tico on that one. That's simple. It's a buy. It's a buy. You see the channel? +1, +2 of the sigma levels. It hasn't violated either one. It's above +1 and below +2. If it finds a narrow channel, it goes there. Yeah. You gotta give it some time after it crosses the center line, obviously. I think most of you know that. We've talked about it here many times. You gotta get a little bit of time, but then it finds the channel and runs through it. If it goes between 2 and 3, possible warning against rising too fast. But at least you know how this thing works. And then on the daily one, obviously, we want to see when was it ideally good for us to go in. Would be down here, that cross. Now, at that time, you don't want to get in. I realize that. But that's how you make money. When your knees are shaking, you have a good trade in front of you. If everything is hunky dory, don't. Go and get yourself a latte. Don't trade. Yeah. Because in other words, we will never figure out all the angles of each trade. No way. I don't care who you are. It takes time, and it takes concentration of that particular data understanding. Any other questions? Any other names for me? Anytime, sir. Yes, McDonald's, Mickey D's, right? That's fine. No problem. My pleasure. By the way, I was just kidding with you. We're glad you're here. Anybody else has a name you want me to look at the chart? I think 1 year in Chicago, we started this. We started with GoTo webinar in LA right before I left, December 2007. I got there February 2008. Because I came back and then left. And first week of February I came in, and I went bonkers because of what they're telling me about one of my TVs, and I said, it's a glass. You gotta be bigger. You should have been careful. Yeah. Long story short, we used to do this 5, 10, 20 names each time. Yeah, of course, it was a little bit busier than now. UNG. Okay, hold on. Hey, Cash, how are you? 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can get to this. UNG, huh? Okay. There we go. Something's wrong there. Something is definitely wrong there. It shouldn't be doing like this. Wow. Yeah, this chart is fully performance window mildly. It's something's off here. I don't know why. Oh, they've had a split back then. Oh my God. Are you sure? Oh, wow. Wow. Oh boy. Yeah. All right. Any other names? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's take a look at this. Did I didn't make any conclusion? No. It's in a gradual sell mode. So you see that on daily here. You could see this area below 50, below 200. Any other names? Any other names, guys? You're quite welcome, sir. My pleasure. Okay. Any other questions? Thank you all for coming. We'll do another one next week. Remember, if you're a PMT member, these webinars are part of where we get the charts. And of course, you follow Admiral Tico because he also posts charts there. I needed to do it this way because there's really nothing proprietary about charts per se. Some indicators are. But I just didn't have the time every weekend to prepare 5, 7, 8 charts and in a newsletter format and write all the commentary. I would start at 3 in the afternoon on a Sunday and I would be finished at 7. Exhausted and just pissed off. I've learned if I have a good time in terms of managing my stress, managing my normal life, managing Tico, I'll trade better. It's just human being's nature. So I plan to do that. Going forward, I've told myself one. Sure. One comment from Dennis is rollover. Yes, this is the last week we're going to trade. That means Friday is the last day for trading the Z contracts for index. Already we're on the F24 contract, which is January, for crude, and remember, with bonds it's deliverable. So, okay, either you close your position or you have to deliver the bond, the particular bond, with the duration of at least 20 years. And there's this process called cheapest to deliver. It's somewhat mathematical, but the exchange even tells you what needs to be delivered. You're not giving them cash. You're giving them an instrument that if they call it from you, you got to deliver it to them for a face amount and interest guaranteed by the U.S. government. Now rollover is for NDX and EES is this coming Friday. On Sunday night, we'll change it on OTF on the other time frames. Those servers will project those charts starting Sunday night. Why did we do that? Well, because technically you're supposed to do it Monday, but people forget, and they just walk by Tico. Don't even say hello to him. Excuse me, he's an admiral. We have admiral on deck. So the rollover, we have a program on ORP. It's internal, but I want to show you this link so you could go there. Hold on. CME rollover. There you go. There you go. No. It's got to be here. Index roll updates. There we go. Now, there's also one for crude. There's also one for treasuries. Those are a little bit easier. This is an unusual situation because with bonds, where it rolls is one day. Boom. There. At least the bonds I used to know. I'm re-educating myself. I'm living the life, guys. I am. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's getting somewhere serious, and as my mom would say, bless her soul, if it's your passion, it's not work. So don't complain you're working too hard. Yeah. She would immediately cool down that fire. Says, no, you're doing this because you want to. So don't tell me. Is it good or bad? Better be good. Make it good. Yeah, she was very, very demanding. You think my dad was bad? Yeah. No, she was something else. Anyhow, 2023 12, that's the Z contract, will expire on the 15th and roll over on the 11th, which is Friday. No, Monday. So Sunday night, we're going to load in all of our screens the Z contract out, put H24, March 24 in there. Crude is already on, as I said, CL G24, which is, no, I'm sorry. Yes. It's H24. As we get close to before February, it will be go to H24, which is crude. Crude is every month. We have 12 months delivery. Why? It's the largest commodity by delivery and dollar value. So it's part of a GSCI, which is Goldman Sachs Commodity Index. I remember I researched that when it came out. It was a paper that was written by Princeton guys, and picked it up and said, "We're game." What do you call it? Goldman Sachs, we're game. CME stepped in and says, "Oh, not too fast, young boys. This is going to be my index, CME index, because there's I forgot who had it. There's CRB index, Commodity Research Bureau, yeah. And this is going to be mine. It's going to be better. And you guys, Princeton guys, put together, fine. And we'll keep. I think that it's a 7-member board. At least used to be. 3 from Goldman Sachs, 3 from Princeton, and 1 from CME. So that's how that index works, which is a commodity. The index they're talking here is equity index, and that's NQ, MNQ, ES, MES, and RTY stuff. Yeah, they're all roll on that subject. So we have programmed this in ORP. That is, it will not allow you to put the wrong symbol in. It stops you and says, "Hey, buddy, you got the wrong symbol." Thanks. Oh yeah. Oh, mom. Oh, yeah. She was something else. She was my best friend. Yeah. When we go out somewhere, just chatting or shopping, they weren't sure what was the relationship. Yeah. And so no, I was so proud of her. She changed my life, literally. Her math tutoring to me early on, and creating it as an interest for me, it put me on a different trajectory. Yeah. And the other one was Cesar. When he told my dad on one of the flights, my dad used to fly with him, "Hey, you're going to the U.S." And my dad was just startled. He was saying co-pilot. And he says, "Yep, I've decided you're going to go. And go and take care of your son." He knew. He knew my brother had the eye issue. He says, "You're going to be next to Walter Reed, best hospital in the world. And we'll pick up any tab. Just go there." Boom. And my dad said, "But I'm a pilot. That's a desk job." He goes, "I know. We're doing something different. I need a pilot there." He wanted to get there 14th with the Phoenix. Yeah. So that's how that mission went. Otherwise, I would be in Tehran making kebabs in a little corner. Yeah. So, all right. So much for that. Thank you all for attending. We'll see you next week. This will be post processed and posted immediately. Have a great evening.